It was the late 1980s when Walt Disney started producing animated musicals. It was started with the late 80s Oliver and Company, and then the Renaissance began officially with The Little Mermaid, with music by Howard Ashman and Alan Menken. Now, for a period, Disney wasn't really building out animated films, and let alone animated musical films. And it was probably the late 70s was the last time they actually put out a legitimate, straightforward animated musical of any sort. But I guess they decided at the time they decided to try something new, and thankfully for them, it worked like gangbusters. As I said, it was Oliver and Company, and then The Little Mermaid, and then in 1991 arrived the film that established this already existing genre of film and really setting the standard as to what can be done and what can be accomplished when all the right elements come together to create what will ultimately become one of Disney's masterpiece films. I am, of course, talking about the 1991 animated version of Jean-Marie Le Prince de Beaumont's Beauty and the Beast. At the time, Little Mermaid was big. Wasn't I don't think it was a huge sensation, but it was definitely notable. It had great songs and memorable tunes. But then in 1991, Gary Trousdale and Kirk Wise, along with a large list of writers, came together to adapt de Beaumont's novel of Beauty and the Beast, and they created such an incredible film. I gave Beauty and the Beast back in 1991 5 stars out of 5, and I still hold to that to this day, having just recently rewatched it in preparation for the live action version of Beauty and the Beast, which arrives in a few weeks. And it still holds the same, no matter how many times I've seen the film, it still holds the same level of emotion, enjoyment, fun, and laughter, no matter how many times you see it. And I have not watched this, I haven't watched Beauty and the Beast probably since it first arrived on Blu-ray, and the last version I saw it theatrically when they reissued the film in IMAX 3D. And, but that was quite some time ago. And the last version I saw was the extended version with the added song of "Human" again. And I prefer the original theatrical version. I like "Human" again, but the original theatrical version I thought worked better. Now, what was so great about this? Well, obviously the animation was fantastic, and the story was quite compelling and engaging. But the songs, it's very much on the level of Les Mis, where it basically tells the story through the songs, as opposed to just like cover tunes like, say, Moulin Rouge or Rock of Ages or anything like that. But or have like a nice pop tune like thing, like saying like a Little Mermaid or something, Part of Your World, or Kiss the Girl, but or Under the Sea. But here we have one great song after another, from Belle, the opening number, to Gaston, Be Our Guest, Beauty and the Beast, of course, and they all are integral to the story itself. And when you sit here and listen to the lyrics, and you piece together all these like story elements as to what went on, and you really love all these characters. Even the villains, Gaston and LeFou, are great. I distinctly remember when I went to see this movie with my brother on a cold day in Philadelphia. We went to I think it was the Old City Twin, and I remember things like I was blown away by Gaston's voice, who was voiced by Richard White and sung by Richard White. I thought that was a great voice, and of course Paige O'Hara as Belle is great, and other things where I remember when I literally I remember sighing when I saw Belle come out on the staircase in her yellow dress as they were getting ready to go to the dance. Like it's like that was such a great moment. And then it's just a one great moment of countless other things. Like I was watching it, and during a scene between Gaston and LeFou, where Gaston tells LeFou that is like I've been thinking, and LeFou responds, "That's a dangerous pastime," and Gaston goes, "I know." So it's like great stuff like that, and just even going beyond those characters, the the candelabra, the clock, the feather duster, the wardrobe, um, the teapot, the teacup. All of these are basically just basic household items, but in this Enchanted Castle, they are humans. Humans who have been transformed. And they are quite engaging and fun and perfectly voiced for the cast by like Jerry Orbach, David Ogden Stiers, Angela Lansbury. Who else do we got in here? Joanne Worley. And, where's oh, bummer, they don't even list Chip here. And the kid who played Chip, great. And then, of course, Robbie Benson as the Beast was fantastic. This is a great love story, great family film, and it truly is a tale as old as time. And it's yeah, watching it again. I could go back and watch it again today if I wanted to, and I can still enjoy it. So yeah, there's so many other things I could think of that I could end up talking endlessly about Beauty and the Beast, and it'll probably be just as long as the movie itself. But like I said, I wanted to rewatch this one to get ready for the live action version of Beauty and the Beast, which I cannot wait to see. Of note, Beauty and the Beast 1991 was the first animated feature film ever to receive a Best Picture nomination ever in the existence of the Academy. No animated film has ever done so, and that Beauty and the Beast was nominated for, I believe, 6, and I think 3 of them were for song. But the fact that it got Best Picture nominee, and ultimately that year, Silence of the Lambs won, which is a fantastic film, but of course of a different ilk. But if take Silence of the Lambs out of the picture, I think Beauty and the Beast could have walked away with Best Picture that year. It is that damn good. And it was definitely the one that really that established the legitimacy of the Disney animated musical. And this was followed up by Aladdin and The Lion King, and then after that it was all bets are off, and now the gold standard is to be as good as a Disney animated musical. And they continue that trend, even though now that they're doing live action adaptations of their films, which now also include The Lion King and Aladdin and Mulan, just to name a few. But yeah, this was, like I said, in 1991 when this came out. This was like the blew people away, and we're like just fell in love with the genre, fell in love with the animation, fell in love with the characters, and to this day, it's still just as good as it was back in 1991, and maybe even for nostalgic reasons, maybe even more so. So the 1991 animated classic Beauty and the Beast I gave 5 stars in 1991, and I still hold to that today, 5 stars out of 5. So, if you like this retro review, please hit that like button below. Have you seen the 1991 Beauty and the Beast? What are your thoughts on the 1991 Beauty and the Beast? What do you think about the upcoming live-action remake of Beauty and the Beast? Please comment below and let me know. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, so you can stay on top of my retro reviews, new reviews, trailer reactions, and any other fun things I happen to put up on my channel. And so next time, my friends, see you at the movies.